everyone, welcome back to another week on my channel. My name is Julia Black, and this week we are continuing the series talking all about what it takes to be in radio, the skills that you need, and that advice to be successful in the industry. Last week, I had Beverly Brannigan on here talking to us about the skills that you need to go into the industry, and when that first job offer comes along, what you should do. So trust me, you don't want to miss that one. So make sure to go back and watch that one and then continue on the series with this video. I am really excited for this week. This week we have RJ Curtis, who is another amazing radio professional. So I will give him a second to introduce himself.
I'm RJ Curtis. I'm the Executive Director for Country Radio Broadcasters, Inc. I've been in my current role for 2.5 years, but my association with the organization dates back more than 20 years. I was a board member for CRB for 20 years. I'm a past president of the organization. There's a difference between being a board member and being a staff member. So my association with the organization dates back to the late 90s, starting on the agenda committee, and then became a board member and was very involved in the organization and the planning of CRS every year. And then when the executive director at the time stepped back and decided to retire, I assumed that role. So I started in the late fall of 2018.
Wow, clearly you have so much experience in the industry. So I'm so happy that you're with us this week. My question for you is just, we have a lot of younger people getting into radio or wanting to get into radio. So what is some advice that you have for people like me or people a little bit older than me, a little bit younger than me that want to get into radio? Maybe they just got their first job in radio. What is some advice that you have for them taking that first step?
Your generation is so much more informed, but I think that has also created an eagerness, and maybe in some cases, I'm not being critical here, but an over eagerness to like jump in and, like take control right away. I would say, get into the business at whatever level you can, be willing to be a little bit patient. Impatience is a great thing. I mean, that's what ambitious people are, very impatient people, because they want to learn and conquer the world as soon as they can. But just understand like that it does take a little time, that I am a believer in that 10,000 hours thing. I think that's applicable for this business and other things. I think there's a lot of credibility in that. But get into, like, whatever way you can get into the business, get into it. You just never know. You just never know what door will open or what people you'll meet and the opportunities that will come to you. And if you subtract that from the equation, I think you're hurting yourself. So jump into any opportunity that you can, even if it's adjacent to what you might think it is when you're 21 or 22, and be willing to like do the stuff that doesn't really excite you. Whatever opportunity that is there for you, jump into that and embrace it and do whatever it takes. Be as patient as you can with a balance of impatience and ambition, and be open. Be proactive on seeking out mentors and aligning yourself with people who are in a higher profile than you, and maintaining that contact. Down the road, if you feel comfortable with it, at any time you can reach out and ask a question. And if you need any insight, I think that, that as mentors, we have a responsibility to try and continue that relationship, because it's really important for us, those of us older and established in the industry, to bring along and encourage and find the next generation of leadership for our industry. And I think it's your responsibility to find people like that and align yourself with them and stay in touch with them and continue networking and seeking mentors.
I totally understand and see the benefits of having mentors. And so I am just so thankful to have you and these other people that I have gotten to talk to, being able to give me that advice and kind of mentor me along the way. So everybody out there, I would recommend you get a mentor. It doesn't matter what industry you're in or what you're doing. Get somebody who's more experienced than you that can help you along. And then whenever you're in their position, find somebody who's younger than you, less experienced, and help them along and repay that favor. Thank you so much, RJ, for sharing all that information with us. Next week, we have somebody named Kevin Kerr, aka Meatball, and he will be with us talking about why he loves radio. And trust me, you don't want to miss it. He is so passionate, so excited about radio, and really loves bringing other people into that world. So subscribe below, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye.